Hello everybody, this is Mr. Combs. I will be your instructor for Math 85 online this semester. You can call me Mr. Combs, you can call me Jerry Michael, you can call me Michael. Either of those is fine. I'm not often called Jerry, but I'll answer to that as well. I'm not often called just Jerry. Usually people call me Michael or Jerry Michael, or Mr. Combs. All those are okay. But I just want to let you know some information about the course through a video. That's the best way that I can think of to let you know a little bit about how things are going to work this semester. So when you log into the course in Blackboard, you go to Blackboard and you click on our course. This is what you'll see. A couple things. Here are announcements. When you click on announcements, you'll bring up the announcements page. And here we have no announcements yet, but the announcements page will have all the announcements on it that I'm going to send out. It'll probably, when you click on it, have an announcement because right before I make this course available, I'm going to send an announcement to everyone about getting started in the course. So when you get to this page, or this shell, Blackboard shell, you're going to click first of all on Getting Started. When you click on Getting Started, what you're doing is you're watching this video, and this video will actually appear right here. I'm recording it now, so that's why it's not there already. But to get started in the course, what you want to do is you want to watch the course video, and you're doing that, great. Then you want to read the syllabus and instructor information. Here's the syllabus. Here's the Meet Your Instructor tab. Then you want to introduce yourself, and when you click on step 3, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to what I like to call the Math Cafe, the discussion board. So the first forum in the discussion board is one that asks you to introduce yourself. So go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself. You can, have that be as brief or as long as you'd like. But also in the second forum in the Math Cafe is one that deals with questions that you have. If you have questions about the course, whether they be technical or whether they be content questions, just put a question in here. I tend to check that a couple times a week. You could always email me directly or call me directly, but if you have a question and you put it in the questions forum, someone else may be reading through those and be able to answer your question before I can get to it, and that's a good thing. Just browse this questions forum a couple times, maybe during the week, and see if you know the answer to any question that's been posed. As it says in the description, there may be bonus points involved for answering a classmate's question correctly. Now, if you're not in that first Getting Started tab, but you want to access either the Introductions or the Questions tab, forum, there is a tab for that. It's called Math Cafe Discussion Board, and here it is. You just click on that, and it will bring up the Math Cafe discussion board. Click on one of the forums to read threads or to create a thread. So if you want to create a thread, like if I want to create a question, I'm just going to click on the forum, and then I'm going to click Create Thread, and it will ask you to create a thread, or allow you to create a thread. All right, so let me just point out the syllabus. The syllabus for the course is pretty standard syllabus. There's a couple things I wanted to point out. Instead of chapters in this course, we're going to have things called mini-mods. I don't know why they call them mini-mods, they just do. But think of that as a chapter or a unit. And then we're going to have topics, and think of topics as the sections that are covered. So here's a breakdown of all the sections that we're going to study in this course. The syllabus, especially this part from the course structure, evaluation, and grading methods on, will tell you how the course is going to go. So it's very important that you read through that. Here's the assignment breakdown. There are 1,000 points in the course. And even though there are no hard and fast deadlines in the course, I do have a suggested schedule to help you keep up with your work. Basically, the suggested schedule is to complete a chapter a week. It's doable. Since this is a 12-week class, that it's a little tighter than it would be if we were meeting for the full 16 weeks. but it's okay. It's totally doable. I think everybody's going to be fine. Notice that I did not have anything for spring break, but if you're not going to do anything or go anywhere, you're just going to hang out, it's probably a good idea if you use that week for catch-up if you need to. Okay? So read through the syllabus. After you read through the syllabus, click on Meet Your Instructor. And there's me, and here's some information about when I have office hours. Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 11 are office hours that I'm devoting solely to my online students. So if you can contact me during that time, I'll be here and I'll be able to give you a quick response. Here's some information about email discussion board, the grading and feedback time frames. A little information about me personally. Now, this also talks about the student introduction activity. I ask you to introduce yourself. We already talked about that. But also, the first assignment in My Math Lab is one dealing with how to enter answers using the My Math Lab program. Students who do not complete this assignment within the first week will be included in the no-show report that I send to Student Services. So read through this carefully. Let's skip MyLabs Plus for now. We'll come back to that. There are 2 proctored exams. What proctored means is that you will have to go to a center, a testing center, a math lab, a library, an adult ed center, some place where somebody can proctor your exam. And what the proctor is going to do is he or she will, first of all, make sure that you are who you say you are. So you can't have your cousin or your mom or your boyfriend or your girlfriend come in and take the test for you. You have to be the one taking the test. And then also they're going to make sure that you don't use any unauthorized notes or anything like that. So, you know, if you were in the classroom with me, you know, I could make sure that you're the person taking your exam. I could make sure that you use only what is allowed on the exam. But since you're all over the place, this is just a way for me to also have that sort of security in the online class. So there's two tests, the midterm exam and the final exam that will be proctored. Your other sort of testing or like tests or quizzes you can take from anywhere, anytime, any place, and your homework and concept check questions and videos, you can watch those from anytime from anywhere. So that's 2 times, and you don't even have to come to Hazard if you're or your college. If you're a Big Sandy student or for example, or a student from another college, you don't even have to go to your college. If there's a library near you, if there's an adult ed center near you, if there's a community center that has computers that will allow you to come there, that's fine too. All you need is just for it not to be you can't let your mom be your proctor, or you can't let your husband be your proctor, or anything like that. That's probably not appropriate. But if it's somebody who is not related to you, I've had situations where somebody who works all day and is not able to get to a testing center, where their boss has allowed them to maybe take the test on their lunch break or something like that. That's totally fine too. All I need is that person's contact information. If you have questions about that, just let me know. And if you forget about the proctored exams, or if you forget about the procedure or what information you need to give to me, just click on Planning for the Proctored Exams over here in our course menu. All right, let's talk about MyLabs Plus. Now, when you're going to actually do the bulk of the work in this course, you're going to access MyLabs Plus. You don't have to buy a code or a book or anything for this class. You had an extra fee when you signed up for this class, and that ensured that your information would be here, or not your information, but your course materials would be here in Blackboard already set up for you. So they are. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I inherited this course from another person who was going to teach it, and this is what she had planned. We'll see how it goes this time. But if you click on MyLabs Plus, that will take you into My Math Lab. Okay? Now, in My Math Lab, there are a couple things I see that you're not going to see. Anything that has a little person crossed out is something that's just for me. You don't see that. So what you're going to do is you're going to mainly focus on Math 85 assignments and the gradebook. So when you click on Math 85 assignments, you're going to notice that here are all the mini-mods, or here are all the units that we are going to cover. So we're covering Mini-Mod 18, 19, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. Okay? Let's see. And then what it should bring up is a list of your homework and tests, or homework and quizzes and tests. If you ever are having trouble finding something, some homework section, make sure this button says all assignments, and you can actually show all the assignments at once by clicking on Show All. Okay, so these are all the assignments for the course. They're just they're in a row there. Some of them may be a little bit out of order. So what I suggest that you always navigate from this list here. So the first unit we're going to do is unit or Mini-Mod 18. Click on that. You'll notice that Mini-Mod 18 has 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So you're just going to complete those 4 sections. In order to complete a section, there are 3 tasks for each section. One is watching the video tutorial. You can print off a MyMathLab notebook that will actually serve as some notes. You can fill it in as you're watching the video, and you could use that as a study guide. After you do that, and like you can click on the video tutorial here, and it's telling me that I need to activate Adobe Flash or whatever. Hopefully yours will be okay. If it's not, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. One of the problems that I'm having, I know, is that I'm working in Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, and MyMathLab likes Internet Explorer the best. So try to always use Internet Explorer. Hopefully your videos will come up, because they're pretty good videos. You can click on the MyMathLab notebook, and what it will do, sheet, and what it will do, is it will, you can click on the MyMathLab notebook sheet, and what it will do is it will bring up a little lecture guide here. And the step-by-step video, this is the example that will be done in the video. You can go through the example, you can write notes. So it's a pretty snazzy thing. You don't have to try to get everything down in the video. You can do some practice questions if you'd like as well. So let me get back here to our... Alright, so after that you're going to click on the concept check, and you're going to do the concept check questions. So when you navigate from this page, usually what will pop up is only the sections or the topics from this chapter. So when I click on D2, for example, notice D2 didn't show up there, but when I click on D2 and click on concept check questions, I'm getting the D2 topics. Okay? So if you ever are thinking you just want to see everything all at once here, just instead of having this be a particular section, just click there and go up and say all mini-mods, and then what will happen is it will just show you all the homework you have to do in the course. Okay? After you complete a mini-mod, then you'll go to the mini-mod post-test. Click here to take the post-test, and it'll bring up the post-test. Now, after you complete Mini-Mod 27, you'll notice that the post-test says take the 27. Click here to take the Mini-Mod 27 post-test or the midterm. Both of those are going to be listed after Mini-Mod 27. And after Mini-Mod 34, you're going to notice that the post-test section for Mini-Mod 34 also includes the final exam. So if you have any questions about any of that, just let me know. So after you watch this video, read through the syllabus, read through Meet Your Instructor, and introduce yourself. You're going to come here, click on Math 85 Assignments, click on Mini-Mod 18, Topic 18.4. You're going to complete these 3 things. Then you're going to move on to the next section and do the same thing, and so on and so on. So let me know if you have any questions, and I know this is going to be a great semester.